welcome to math class. Today we are going to be talking about using Polya's 4 steps to solve problems. Raise your hand if you like to use a plan. Yes, why do you like plans? Yes.
Because I feel more organized.
Okay, organization, that's good. Why do you like plans?
I like to know what's coming up next.
Okay. So, who here has tried to accomplish something without a plan? How did it go?
Did not work.
It didn't work? Why do you think it didn't work?
Because it wasn't organized and I wasted time. Didn't have all the materials ready.
Right, there's lots of reasons why plans are important. So, plans are just as important when it comes to math problems. If you don't have a plan set in place, it's difficult to get to the solution. So today we're going to be talking about Polya's 4 steps, and we're going to be implementing these steps into the math problem that we have today. So step number 1 is understanding the problem. It sounds basic, but that's the most important step. If you don't know what the problem's asking you, you don't know where to go from there. So first you need to read the problem, make sure you understand what it's asking, and understand all of the elements of the question. Step 2 is devise a plan. How are you going to solve it? What mathematical practices are you going to use to find the answer? Are you going to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, algebra? What makes the most sense? Step number 3 is monitor your plan. Once you have a plan in place and you start going through your steps, does it make sense? Are you getting somewhere? Are you getting closer to your goal? If your numbers are getting higher because you're adding, but you need it to be smaller, then you're doing something wrong. So monitor your plan, see if it's going in the direction you need it to go in, and if not, try something new. And lastly, look back at your work. If you've come up with a solution, make sure you go back and check your work. If you have a miscalculation earlier on, it will mess up everything else that you do afterwards. Similarly, there might be more than one answer to the problem, and if you don't go back and check your work, you could miss the other possible solutions. So today, we are going to solve a problem together. First, I want you to try it on your own using these 4 steps. So when I give you the problem, I want you to read it. Try your best to understand the problem, look at the numbers, look at what it's asking. So do all the steps. Understand the problem, come up with a plan, how are you going to solve it? Once you start trying it on your own, monitor it. See if it's going in the direction you need it to go. And then check your work. So I'm going to give you some time to try it on your own, and then we're going to do it together as a class afterwards and discuss how it worked. Now there are multiple ways to solve this problem, so I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I want you to try to come up with a plan on your own, and it might be different than the person sitting next to you, and that's okay, because we're going to talk about the multiple ways to solve the problem afterwards. Yes?
Do we get a prize?
You get the satisfaction of knowing you did it well. Yes?
Do we have to show our work?
Yes. Showing your work will be useful because you might have different ways of doing it, and at the end we're going to discuss the different tactics that we use to solve the problem. Okay? So I'll read the problem aloud, and then I'll give you each a slip of paper so you can refer to it yourself. So, it is spring, and you are admiring your garden. You have planted 2 flower varieties, poppies, which have 4 petals, and star flowers, which have 7 petals. You have a total of 99 flowers in your garden and 450 petals altogether. So how many poppies and how many star flowers are in your garden? So I'll give you each the problem that you can look at. Try your best. First, do the 4 steps. understand the problem. It might be useful to circle the numbers, circle the key words to make sure you really understand what it's asking. Then devise a plan and monitor it. I'll give you some time and then we'll work on it all together. If you're stuck, feel free to raise your hand. Need a hand?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's different ways you can do it. You can guess. So you know that all of the petals added up equal 450. And you know that all of the flowers added up equal 99. So you know that you're not going to have any more than 99 flowers. And you're not going to have any more than 450 petals. So you know that poppies have 4 and starflowers have 7. So you can multiply 4 times the poppies plus 4 times the starflowers equals 450.
Is this part of an equation?
Yeah.
So do I need to put a 99 somewhere? Or
So
can
that
I
would be a
start-
whole separate equation.
Okay, so I can start with this.
That's right. That's a good start.
I don't remember how to solve that.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I haven't done algebra in years.
Okay, so I'll give you a hint. What do A and B equal?
Well, that's what I need to know.
Well, you have a total of 99 flowers.
Yeah, so they both equal less than 99. Or together they equal 99.
Right. So A plus B
Equals 99.
99. Now see if you can plug that in somewhere. Are you using the 4 steps? Is the plan that you came up with working? Is it leading somewhere, or should you try something different?
My first plan didn't work. My second plan is leading somewhere.
Good, you used the steps. You came up with a plan, you monitored it, realized it wasn't working, and you went back to number
Devised
2.
another plan, yeah.
I'm gonna give you about a minute and a half, and then we're just gonna do it together. How are we doing? Are we ready to talk about it? It's okay if you don't have the answer. It's more the process that we're going to be talking about.
Okay.
So raise your hand and tell me what was your plan? What did you try to do in order to find the solution? Yes?
Alright, well I started out to see if I could divide 450 evenly by 99 or 4 or 7. None of that worked.
Okay, so you came up with a plan, you monitored it, realized it wasn't going anywhere.
No.
And
So
then
then I
it was-
came up with a formula that I don't know how to solve.
Right, you tried algebra. Good job. That is a legitimate way to solve this problem.
I did the same thing. I did P times 4 and S times 7 equals 450
Mm-hmm.
and tried to divide 4 into 450, which is 112, and 7 into 450, which is 64, and then I tried to add it.
So you were more or less going along with trial and error.
Yes.
Did you feel like it was getting you somewhere?
No.
No.
So I did 4p plus 7s equals 450, and then I replaced because p and s equal 99, I replaced the p with 99 minus s, so it's 4 times 99 minus s plus 7s equals 450, and then I didn't know where to go from there.
Close. You were almost right. You were on the right track. I'll show you what happened in a minute. So there are multiple ways to solve this problem. Most of you tried some form of algebra. So we'll just start there so you can see the solution, and then we'll talk about the other ways to solve it. So we know that the number of poppies and star flowers equals 99 because you have 99 flowers in your garden. So we're going to do P plus S equals 99. That's going to be our first equation. Now, when we talk about the petals, you know that P, which is the poppies, have 4 petals. So we're going to do 4P. You know that the star flowers have 7 petals. So we're going to do 7S. 4P plus 7S. Who can tell me how many petals there are altogether? Yes.
450.
450. So we know that 4P plus 7S equals 450. Now what we need to do is somehow plug this equation into this equation. So what we're going to do is we are going to subtract S so that P equals 99 minus S. Now since P is 99 minus S, we can put that into this equation. So instead of P, we're going to substitute in 99 minus S. Do you see how I did that there? I put this whole equation into where P would be. So then we do 7S equals 450. Who can tell me what we do with the number outside of the parentheses?
Times it.
Multiply. Good job. So we do 4 times 99 and 4 times S. 4 times 99 is 396, and we're going to do minus 4S plus 7S equals 450. Are there any questions so far?
Do you need to put an S by the 4?
Yes, thank you. So everyone can follow? Okay. So negative 4S plus 7 is 3S. So we're going to do 396 minus plus 3S equals 450. Now we're going to subtract the 396 from both sides. And what we're left with is 3S equals 54. can tell me what happens next. Yes,
54 by 3.
good job. So we're going to divide both sides by 3. And what we're left is S equals
18.
18. Good job. So how many star flowers do we have?
18.
18. Who can tell me how we need to figure out the poppies? Yes.
You gotta plug the 18 back into our original equation of P plus S equals 99.
Good job.
So,
So what we're going to do is P plus 18 equals 99. We subtract 18 from both sides. What we're left with is P equals
81.
81. So we have 18 star flowers and 81 poppies in our garden. Now, there are other ways that we could have come up with a solution. We could have done trial and error. We know that the poppies plus the star flowers equals 99. But what if you had never learned algebra? What if you couldn't remember that class at all? Well, you know that it needs to add up to 99, so you could just take a whack at it. Just, let's do
81.
50 plus 49. That equals 99, right? So we'll just take a guess. So 50 times 4 plus 49 times 7. We'll see where that gets us. So 50 times 4 is 200. And 49 times 7 is 343. Those add up to 543. Are we close to 450?
No.
Do we need to get this number up or down?
Down.
Down. So what do you suggest we try next?
a higher number for the low amount of petals and a lower number for the higher amount of petals.
Good job. So let's just try, we'll add 10 here, see what happens. So we'll add 19. We'll do 69 plus 30. Multiply the 69 times 4 for the poppies. Multiply the 30 times 7 for the star flowers. And we get 276 and 210, which adds up to 486. Are we getting closer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going in the right direction, right? We understood the problem, we devised the plan, we're monitoring it, and we're going in the right direction, so we should keep going. Let's skip ahead to 80 times 4 and 19 times 7. We end up with 320 and 133, which gets us 453. We're so close. We just need to adjust it a little bit more and we get the answer. Does everyone see how this process works just as well as the algebra? It's a little more tedious, but it's another way to find the answer without using the algebraic equation. Now, what if you are a visual learner and numbers just are difficult for you to understand, you wanted to draw a picture. So what if you started out drawing 99 poppies with 4 petals? And you saw what that got you, but it wasn't enough. So you slowly added petals, turning some poppies into star flowers until you got to 450. Would that work?
Mm-hmm.
It would work. It would be tedious, but it would work. So there are multiple ways that you could solve this problem using all different types of problem solving strategies. The important thing is no matter how you decide to attempt to solve it, that you monitor your plan and you look back at your work to see if it's heading in the right direction. I was very impressed that when you were working to solve your problem, all of you monitored it and made adjustments when necessary. So, how did you feel using Polya's 4 steps while you were working to solve your problem? Was it helpful?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think that you would have found the answer any sooner if you didn't have a plan?
No.
No. And what would have happened if you had not monitored your progress as you were going?
It would have been aimless.
It would have been aimless. You would have hit a dead end when much later than you would have if you would have hit a dead end and wasted a lot of time if you had gone back and reviewed your progress as you were going. Alright, so I want you to remember these steps as we solve problems to make sure that you're heading in the right direction and making adjustments when necessary.